Okay guys, part 3. Yeah, part 3. Time is 1:19. Yeah, 1:19. Just doing these like separate clips because when I edit them, it'll be a reasonably big file. And I can't make very long clips. I can make as long as the SD card lasts, but I can't edit past probably like 30 minutes of footage. So, you know, I love to edit. Sometimes I post raw footage, but I don't get that many views. So I try not to post raw footage. Unless I absolutely need to, which I rarely do. So guys, it's been a long day already. Fridays are the best because there's really nothing to do after lunch. And I'm obviously outside so we can have some fun. I'm not gonna walk to the marina. It's too windy, it's too cold. I'm not warm. I'm a little cold from that Pepsi. I'll walk it off. Let's just see how far I can go. I'm not gonna push myself today. But I think, you know, wow, it's crazy. It's literally 3 Pepsi. I could buy a 4th Pepsi and still afford an ice cream. A large quart of ice cream. Is it a quart? That was a quart, but like whatever, a large scoop of ice cream. That's crazy. That's 3 Pepsis are cheaper than a freaking ice cream. Like literally, I thought it'd be the same price. And you know, I love it because $1.89 for a Pepsi. Yeah, it's about $1.89 per. Yeah, that's how much one costs. So just times 3. Then you got your price, which is about $5.43. What? That's probably not it, but whatever. Oh my god. What did I do? Let me see if I missed something. I must have missed something. Okay. I'm so confused. Not gonna bother. I'm not gonna play this mind game. You wanna? If I'm missing something, you gotta tell me straight up. I'm not gonna guess. It's hard when your friend is playing guessing games and they are mad at you over Messenger, or not messages. They say they're angry at you, and you're like, what? Why? What'd I do? And like, Brad. I'm like, what? 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 Just tell me what I did wrong. I don't want to play mind games. I love playing mind games, but at the cost of the other person. I don't like having playing guessing games. Especially, you know, I'm just, God. Let me send this one last message, and I'll just leave it alone for now. I miss you. There. Did that work? Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Again, it's so funny because we're having a great conversation, and then suddenly the mood shifts. I'm like, bruh, what the crap? I'm like, is it even worth getting mad at me over? It's really nothing that's petty, because sometimes it's valid, but it's like, I don't understand the point. I really don't. And it's difficult to really say what causes those situations to arise. Because mood swings, I get people get mood swings, and I don't really know I can deal with it because I'm patient. I can try to get them to open up, tell me what's wrong, but sometimes that person just doesn't want to talk, and I'm like, I'm not gonna force you to talk, or if you're mad at me, I'm gonna let you be mad at me, because you can't hold your anger against me forever. I don't play that game. I don't play the anger game with people, because it's a dangerous game to play. Because if one person's angry, that's just gonna cause a chain reaction, and the relationship or friendship, whatever situation you're in, is gonna fall apart. It's just the risk you have to take with the gift you have. The gift is a friendship or relationship, and the risk, you piss the person off. But like, that will make your bond even stronger. And it's not bad. It's just as long as you work through the problem. I am very tolerant, because I've had many girlfriends, and many of them took advantage of me financially. Gold diggers, no. But it's not, because like that was a, what's this? I think it's. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't know what I'm talking about. But how do you spell it? Yeah, that's the one. Yes, situationship. That's the relationship I was in with one of my exes at Job Corps, and we had no boundaries. I did not install any boundaries. I just was myself, and my ex, in this case, was more of a, like, she understood that I had no boundaries, and And it was really difficult because this was when I was at Job Corps, so I get $64 a week, $64.64 every 2 weeks. So that barely did anything. But my parents would send me money to like pay for an Uber, like they reimbursed me for stuff if I went off campus and all that stuff. And she would be my ATM. I would send her the money via Cash App, because that's how people use money nowadays. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, direct deposit, you know, stuff like that. It's like Square. It was pretty simple. My dad got me that, which is nice. But yeah, I would send her the money. She'd buy whatever food we were getting together. We'd go shopping together, and she would, not saying she wouldn't reciprocate, but I ended up paying for everything. She would contribute a little bit, like maybe like quarter of the percent, so 25%. And she would just be like, "Oh, that's good, Alex, thank you." And then she'd get Uber back, and then we'd be fine. But like eventually it became a pattern. Didn't like the pattern. And oh, Corvette. And I was thinking, like, what? Why can't she contribute? Well, we were all broke, guys. You didn't come to Job Corps rich. You came to Job Corps if you had no job, no income, or if you were like in jail or something. Like they would send you to Job Corps as like punishment. So it's not like anyone had money. You could get a WBL. Not WBL. WBL, week based learning. That's week based learning. That was work sites at jobs. But you could get a weekend job or a part-time job. What are those called? LTE. Leisure time employment. LTE. And you could do whatever you wanted. You had a job, you could get there, the staff had to drive you there. You get there. I guess you could if you wanted to Uber yourself there, but these kids didn't know how to spend money because they had no bills to pay. Like then the age range was like 16 to 24. I think that's the age range for Job Corps. And like there were some weird moments on campus, guys. Oh my god, it was so fucking weird. Talked to my friend about that. And like, you know, it's not very often I say I was very uncomfortable at Job Corps. I tolerated it because it was everywhere. PDA, physical display of affection. That's what they called it, PDA. And yeah, and there was not a lot to do on that campus. They had a recreation center, open at select times. Couldn't really do anything. And you know, you had to make sure that you were in good terms with staff, because staff can make your life a living hell. They didn't make one thing help for me because I was so nice to everyone. But you know, you couldn't really not do anything about it because staff saw you 24/7. You're monitored by 300 cameras in like every perimeter of the campus. You couldn't walk behind the buildings because that's where staff had their cars, which is stupid. Like, you wanted to walk around the campus, you had to walk with staff. And like, we have walking Wednesdays, which is great. Love that. But you guys know, my mental health there declined a lot. Eventually, I got so bored and so conditioned that I slept for about 12 freaking hours a day. How's that? I don't know what that is. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna change the battery. My battery is at 33%, so give me a minute to change out the battery and make a part 3. Actually, you know, we're gonna be up in part 3. The pavement ended here. We're gonna end here. Guys, time is currently 1:36 p.m. Bye.